Good morning. I'm Earth Dr. Reese Halter, and you're listening to Earthcast, SOS.com. Nature is awesome. It's a privilege to study and learn how she works. We know that the strength of an ecosystem depends upon its biological diversity, and all species are interdependent and work in concert. Everything depends upon everything else in order, for instance, for coral reefs or tropical rainforests or deserts or alpine lakes or seas or oceans to function and be healthy. If there's a disease, nature finds its cure. Everything has a role to play. Sadly, as the human population adds 100 million people a year, we consume more, not just food, which comes from nature, but products. In order to make products, we need energy. And until recently, most of that came from burning ancient forests and sea life 200 or 300 million years ago. That's what fossil fuels are. We know fossil fuels are pollution, and pollution causes diseases. And in the case of fossil fuels, it's also caused the climate crisis. This stuff we know. We also know there's no waste in nature, no trash or pollution. Everything eats and everything works. There's no unemployment in nature. It's a flawless system that's time-tested, a couple of billion years of evolution. So, are humans the only smart creatures on our blue globe? That's a question that my friends at the Maui Animal Kindness Club and their teacher Barbara Steinberg are working on. Could it have anything to do with brain size? Could that be linked to sight, sound, smell, or even touch? The answer is yes. We know that dogs, elephants, and even honeybees and others mourn the loss of family members or beloved friends or masters. What about other creatures? Do you reckon that the size of a brain matters? What if a creature had a brain 3 or 5 times larger than a human? Could they communicate? What if that brain had been evolving for, say, 53 million years, rather than our first progenitors or ancestors, dating back to 7 million years ago? Did you know that orcas have brains that are 3 times the size of ours? And sperm whales have brains that are 5-fold bigger than ours. Bottlenose dolphins have memories that last for at least 25 years. As 2 brothers were separated and reunited 2.5 decades later, and immediately recognized each other's signature whistle. Dolphins, porpoises, and whales are cetaceans. The ability to communicate is so great in cetaceans, my colleagues from Michigan State University suggest there is a strong possibility that cetaceans are able to project an auditory image that reproduces a sonar message they receive. In other words, a dolphin, say, wishing to convey the image of a fish to another dolphin, can literally send the image of a fish to another dolphin. Wow! That would be like a human creating an instantaneous holographic picture to convey an image to another person. Wowzer! Cetaceans are extraordinary creatures. They are capable of conveying and receiving 20 times the amount of information that we can with our meager hearing capability compared to theirs. The part of the cetacean brain responsible for emotions and memory formations is far more complex than humans. Whales and dolphins recognize, remember, reason, communicate, perceive, adapt to change, problem solve, and understand. Oh my goodness! From an ecological role, toothed whales, which includes all the dolphins, keep populations of their prey fit by culling the old, weak, and sick. They prevent diseases from going global or becoming epidemics. The filter feeders, the largest animals on Earth ever, like blue whales and humpbacks and many others, fertilize the sea with their flocculent fecal plumes or poop, rich in iron and nitrogen, which regrows phytoplankton, the oceanic plants that make up the base of the entire marine food web. Those plants, phytoplankton, provide people with almost 3 out of every 4 breaths of air, oxygen. The whales are helping us fight the climate crisis and regrow 40% of the missing phytoplankton because the oceans have warmed up that much from burning fossil fuels that cold water isn't rising to the surface and carrying nitrogen and iron. The whales are fixing that. How remarkable is that? Cool! It's long overdue time that Japan, Iceland, Denmark, and Norway stop killing whales, dolphins, and porpoises. They are intelligent animals. That's why I call them doctors of the sea. Just like people couldn't live without medical doctors, the oceans cannot live without dolphins, porpoises, and whales. Hooray for the doctors of the sea. Cetaceans. Hashtag love nature. Hashtag love is the solution. Earthcast SOS needs a helping hand. Come on to drreese.com, D-R-Reese, R-E-E-S-E, drreese.com, and make it happen by clicking on the donate button, or pick yourself up any number of very cool books on bees, trees, and the seas. drreese.com. Just do it. I'm Earth Dr. Reese Halter, reminding you to protect our planet.